Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the German/Community Challenge campaign, although number of community designs remains disappointing, given that there's 2,000 sitting in the shared design folder at the moment. More than that. Anyway, apparently we are attacking southern Algeria. I got a pop-up saying that we are starting an advance into southern Algeria. That's brilliant. That'll link up our territories in northern Algeria and Niger. We are doing a multi-pronged assault on Nigeria and the Gold Coast. We are progressing well into South Africa. We're heading north into Uganda and generally just smashing up the British in Africa and the French, although the French have peaced out. But yes, now we are focusing on the British. We are at war with Spain, which is I'm going to have to do something about. We don't have a lot of forces down in the Med because I am still waiting on a new destroyer. We are getting it in 8 months. That's going to take a while. Let's get it down to 3 months so we can get those under construction as soon as possible. Build a new tranche of destroyers. We need lots more. Naval invasion continues. That should finish next turn. And then we can go around and hit eastern England. That's my plan. And then we'll come back for Ireland, I think. Oh, no, Wales. Sorry. Yeah, we'll hit eastern England and then we'll... Oh, should we take Wales straight away? Might as well take Wales straight away because it'll be quicker. Anyway, the SS1s are back in port, but they're getting some repairs. We'll start the refits next month, and we have this convoy battle to do before we do any of that. The Cressy back in action again. The Caledonia. These are nasty, or at least nasty against GK2s, and there's only one transport, so I'm actually going to avoid this fight completely. So I'm just going to skip it, and I'll see you in the next turn. Right, welcome back. I lied slightly. I had to. If you're wondering where the colours have gone, I was playing that battle that I skipped. But I was noticing something really weird. My graphics card was going at 100%. So I deleted my settings .bin file so to reset the graphics settings because that ain't right. And that seems to have fixed it. It's down to a much more sensible like 30% GPU usage. Anyway, yes, the other reason that I lied... By the way, if you want to turn on the map colours, it's this little button up here. People ask me that all the time. I thought I would actually show it on a video for once. I want to get a refit of the GK2s on the go, because I was looking at them for ages. Again, this is a bit of an interim refit kind of thing. Just they haven't quite been performing as well as I would like. And I think that they can be improved just slightly. Yeah, the 8-inch default length is so short on these guns. It makes no sense. Anyway, enough moaning aside. We can fit depth charges, but there's no need. But I was mainly thinking the Coincidence 3 and the Cordite 2 will help them a little bit. Switching them to Stealth 3 and getting them the Anti-Flood 3, as well as an armor quality upgrade. Orcs Diesel, the better steering, the geared turbines, and oil. Oops. Means these guys could then run on natural boilers, naturally aspirated. Saves some weight. Also means we can up their range to medium which is useful for them for raiding and stuff like that. I'm going to up them to spacious so that they're not suffering crew loss quite as much. And then I think we're going to up armor them a little bit. So it only goes to 11.6. All right, fine. We're going to max armor the turrets. And we're going to put a 10-inch belt protection on. I'm going to up deck protection a little bit, but not fully. And we're going to upgrade the inner belts as well, just to make them just a little bit more resistant to enemy fire. I'm just going to push this back a tiny bit to address the forward weight offset that has arisen from the changes. Yeah, there we go. It's going to take 3 months. Not all of them will be out of action at the same time, but I think that'll be a plus. Getting these refitted, just so they're just a little bit more capable, a little bit more survivable, because they just haven't quite been performing at what they can do. All right, I'm gonna get that done. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna end the turn, and I'll see you in the next month. Well, welcome to November. We have taken Uganda, which is good. United States is attacking Morocco. Interesting. And we take Northwest England. Amazing. Liverpool is ours. Right, invade Wales. Go. Actually, we might as well do Wales and Ireland while we're here, and then move round. But this is going to spawn next to Barry, so let's get going. The other thing we can do is the SS1s. They're still not bloody repaired. Said it was a month for repairs. The game's lying to me again. Oh no, they've been pulled into a battle. This convoy battle. It's a defense, so I'm going to have to do it. Caledonia and Cressy again. The little shits. Nasty buggers. And both of these, I didn't want them out on duty. I wanted them getting refits. Bugger. Because we might end up losing both of them here. Oh well. Let's load it up, and I'll be back when we've made contact with the enemy. Well, we actually made contact with the enemy immediately, so so much for that. But they are a fair way off, Caledonia and Cressy. Again, not upgraded these ships in any way. They're just their base versions. But last time we faced the Caledonia properly, she was quite nasty. Oh, that was lucky. They bunch up like that. We can hit them by accident, basically. Thanks to the nonsense of how the missed shots work when there's two ships in close proximity like that. Going to lead them away from the transports a bit and then disengage, so they leave the transports alone. That's another way we can kind of approach it. I think, although I don't want to, I'm going to detach the ships and get Donnerslag to focus on the Caledonia and the Sturmkaiser to focus on the Cressy. See, straight away, worrying big hits. Now, I'm going to have to focus all fire on that Battlecruiser. She's the bigger threat. Ow. Ow. No, withdraw. Withdraw now. She's got that accuracy bonus going. Yeah, look at that. 28%. That's at 8.5 kilometers. Ow. Ow. Now, of course, I can't refit these ships because they're going to be in repairs again. Idiots. I know what I should have done. I should have put them on, like, defend or something. It's kind of annoying that you can't put a ship that's in for repairs in for, like, queue up a refit for them. So they get repaired and then they go into the refit, or combine the two, because it's often what happened in real life. Ship goes in for repairs, and it was considered a opportune time to refit them. But it's just going to be not really up to me anymore what happens. So I'm tempted to go onto time lapse, but Caledonia is so bloody dangerous. Just insane accuracy boost right out the gate. Let's see if we can even see who's she aiming at. Still, guys, look at that, 1,500% bonus, and side guns have got it against the Donnerschlag, so she's got two of them at once, which is not something she should be able to do. Yeah, there we go. It's going down. Well, you're the idiots who went out of port, I guess. Guess you're not getting refits. You're just getting sunk. Caledonia's a menace, though. I think the Yoriks will be able to take her, but the frankly rude levels of accuracy she's able to get more or less instantly. Yes, Stormkaiser might get away, but might not. Probably not, if they keep getting those hits. They're down below 10% now. And just like, this ship has a huge offset and a Stereo 2 rangefinder, which is not exactly the world's best rangefinder or anything, and a regular crew, and she's pulling that crap off. That's what's annoying. But I don't blame the AI as much on this one. I knew from the start that the Donnerschlag and the Stormkaiser are going to have trouble with this. Even their refitted versions, I think, would struggle. Anyway, I'm going to time-lapse the rest. See if the Stormkaiser can survive. Okay, yes, technically a defeat with the loss of the Donnerschlag, but the transports survived, and so did the Stormkaiser. So, Stormkaiser. So, not the end of the world, and I was kind of expecting the whole thing to get wiped. So, better than I expected, but still not great. Anyway, let's head back to the map. Yeah, as you can see, Stormkaiser and Schwarzer Adler, they're going to be in repairs for ages. Sufficiently long that I might actually have a second refit version ready by the time they're actually getting there. But that was it for this month. So I'm going to click over to the next turn and see what happens. Well, one thing that has happened is that we have taken South Africa. This was the thing that was a thing that I think caused the AI to peace out in the first war. But one of the side effects of Britain having a lot more victory points than they did in the previous one, they're not quite ahead of us, but they've got a reasonable chunk. Means that I think the difference in victory points has to be relatively large. I think it has to be 12,000 or something like that before you get a peace deal. So that keeps them in the war. Oh my god, we're pushing Eastern England. Whilst hitting Wales. That is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Destroyers next month. Yeah, if I keep the priority on. That's good. We need those quite desperately. And then, yeah, this should only take 2 turns. And then, yeah, I'm going to try and hit Ireland. We might not even have to hit Eastern England, but the numbers are not in our favour. So we'll go help out the army in Eastern England after we take Ireland. And then that will cut... Well, it will cut England in half. More than in half. But it's basically dismantling the UK. Oof. Okay, I'm going to end the turn. See you in 1910. Well now, the Caledonia, along with the Neptune and the Vedette, have... This could be a player design, actually, looking at it. Just from the gun calibers. The AI tends to use random sizes, but this one doesn't. So if that's your design, let me know. Also, the 9,000 ton displacement. Again, that's something a player would do. 25 knots. 100% armor quality. Quite a few things pointing to that possibly being a player design. But the Caledonia surely cannot prevail against the sheer numbers we have. Maybe she can. But maybe we can finally put an end to her reign of terror. That would be good. I would love to get it. Especially in this, you know, the same episode where she got a hit. Right, you just follow the battleships. Right, you two save your torps. Fine. Right, come on. Let's sort yourselves out. And they disappear briefly. Going to take ages to get the battle line sorted anyway. There's the Caledonia. Right, let's move the line to be parallel to her course. Destroyers to cut in. Basically going to use the destroyers as a threat slash... Why is... Again, my GPU usage is at 100%. That seems silly. The game doesn't normally do that. So if you can hear a bit of fan noise in the background, I do apologise. Z1. No. I was too lazy to do that. Detach, retreat. You're all going to have to retreat anyway. But you've got them to waste some torpedoes, so that's fine. Right, the Neptune. This is the one I thought was a player design. Again, the funnel arrangement suggests player to me. Is this yours? Say so in the comments. Yeah, we lose the Z1-2. No. No switching. None of that. Concentrate on that battlecruiser. Yes. Hits. I like to see. I don't care if they're accidental. Hits is what we want. Fulgur has taken a lot of damage, which means she's got her number. So I'm going to order her out. We're going to try and rotate. Rotate the strike. Get the other ships aimed. Keep them off their game. She's going for... is she going for... Oh, yeah, finally a hit. Who did that? Lothringen through the main belts. That's what I like to see. Yeah, look at that. She's got insane accuracy on the Hanover. So I'm actually going to preemptively detach her and withdraw her. And Thoronfolger can now turn back. Yes! Got her! I knew they were explosive. Just needed to get some hits. Look at that. Beautiful. No more Caledonia. Ugh. Still firing, which is impressive. Possibly not for long. Whee! That is fantastic. She's been an absolute menace since she appeared. Solid hit. But I'm going to switch up to the Neptune. Want her closing in to tort range. Yeah, that must be a play design. Look at that nice, neat armor scheme. Down she goes, though. A little bit of an unfair fight. Oh, hello. Oops, a daisy. But at any rate, the Caledonia is sunk, and that is fantastic news. Right, I head back to map. I'm going to see what's going on with my graphic settings, and I'll see you there. Well, looks like the Africa Corps is on the move again, which is interesting. And we take control of Wales. Caledonia falls and Wales falls. Right. Yeah, this push is going nowhere. So I think we probably should go and help the army for now. So I'm going to move the ships over to Eastern England. I won't be able to launch the invasion this turn. No. But I will be able to next turn. In terms of the fleet, the remaining SS1s are still repairing. But we do now have the Destroyer 3. So I'm going to take the priority off Destroyer design. Getting super interesting here. No. So we're going to go straight in and design a new destroyer. This is going to be the Z3. And we're going to need a lot of these. We need a lot of destroyers. Our expanded colonial holdings mean that, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we need to protect. We're losing quite a lot of convoys, which is not really what you want. We do now have the Mark 4 5-inch gun, though, which is pretty spicy. We're going to do the same gapped tooth design as the Z2, sorry. Put the funnels in here. We can't fit a turret in the armed tower, but we only have options of armed towers. So I'm going to have a look at possibly using like some secondary guns or something. This stuff has depth charges, which, because I'm playing the balance mod, just means they're getting in the way, but we're going to have a nice stack of 5-inch guns at the back and stick a torpedo launcher right there. There you go, that's the basics. Now, can we get in some 3-inch gun fit in there? It will. I think it's probably more likely. See, yeah, I could actually can fit some 2-inch guns in. Yeah, look. Probably only get one up here. But we can have a little bit of supplemental 2-inch firepower on this ship. Yes, that'll help. Right, oil. Turbines. Good old engine setup. Flood 3. Stick with the max HE. Cat ballistics 2 now, which is quite nice. Let's go 20-inch fast. This is 3, hydrophone, radio, mine layer, and mine sweeping kit. Perfect. We're not going to bother with the depth charges. I'm not limited to including them. There are no submarines yet, so we don't need the things. They're just consider these to be mines, not depth charges. Right, you can sort the gun calibers now. Let's go for 5-inch 40s and 2-inch 35s. Okay, and then it'll be armour. I think 1.5 on the turrets is fine. 1.5 on the main belt. Token armour on the deck. Superstructure can't be quite that good, but it can be close. 1.3. We do have a forward weight offset of all things. I think with 3 turrets on the back of the ship, and the engines are more or less in the middle. Okay. Try and shift the funnels back a bit. I can actually drop a funnel. I'm realizing now. Yeah, let's drop a funnel. I can get my super structure armor back up. Move this back. Move that back. Move this guy back. It's probably because that gun way on the front. It's such a weird design with these big cutouts in it. I think it's just going to end up having an offset. A silhouette only a mother could love. Very ugly destroyer, but it should be effective. It's still got a little bit of an offset, but there's only so much you can do with destroyers. At some point, they're just going to be awkward. Maybe you could do it with... No. We've got a bit of weight back, which is interesting. Can we increase range? No. No, we'll just leave that spare for future refits. I'm going to build... I think I'm going to build... I know this sounds insane. I'm going to build... I was going to say maybe even as many as 30 of these, but I think 20 will be okay. So I'm going to get 20 of these under construction. And they're just going to have regular old names. And yeah, then I'm going to end the turn. And I'll see you in the next month. Right, that's not all this month. We also have another Neptune class. So a more proper test. The 2 LK1s. And the Glasgow here has some help from the Yarmouth, which is a Cassandra. This is an AI design. So player, AI. We're defending a convoy. So they will probably come at us. It's at night as well. Oh. Shots fired. Okay. Didn't get lucky enough to have transports with guns. Neptunes are very, I would say, flat out better than the LK1s because they have more 3-inch guns. They have a whole ton of them. So I'm expecting to get in a fair bit of trouble here. Oh, or I could get super lucky with a main belt hit. Oh, more of them as well. Jesus. That is stupidly lucky. Come on, see if we can't sink that one. That was the Yarmouth. That's the Cassandra class one. It's not really the threat, but it does now mean that it's a 2v1 versus the player-designed Neptune class over there. Just playing hide and seek. Again, my GPU is just going straight to 100. Which is so weird. Why is it doing that? Because I play the game on limited frames. Like, I cap it at 60 frames a second. Maybe it's not honouring that, but it's reporting 60 frames a second. Very strange. I mean, I would expect it to go to 100% if I tried to do 144 frames a second or something, or just let it do whatever it wanted, unlimited. Oh, what a hit! Main belt pen. It's a weird one. Gonna have to investigate that. Glasgow though, just getting... I think, again, we've gotten very lucky here. Got hits early, crippling hits. And the 3-inch guns on the Glasgow, not really able to make a dent. And we got a torpedo hit. That'll surely finish her off. Yeah, down she goes. Sunk. Well, good job, everybody. I'm going to go back to the map and end the turn. Well, now. This is interesting. So the invasion fleet, which is moving around, we haven't started the invasion yet, has been intercepted. So this is Bremen and her group, which is a little bit light because a couple of ships are in for repairs. Which, by the way, I've gone over my port limit, but the amount that I've gone over the port, I was already way over, so I'm just YOLOing it and just going full on with it. Once you go over your shipyard limit, it's just, are you over it or not? So if you're going to go over it, you might as well go over it by a huge amount. These Britannia class, these are very old. Very old indeed. So I actually think this is the reserve, Royal Navy Reserve fleet being sent in against us. So I will destroy them with great pleasure. Chance to thin out the herd, as it were. Right. Follow. You can scout for us. Right. Where are you? It's a big old fleet. We'll have to watch for torpedoes and stuff. I'm going to put my ships on save, just because we are facing a lot of enemy ships here. It's the UI. Okay, when I hide the UI, the graphics card usage dropped. Okay, something very weird going on. Don't understand. I mean, the game's running fine. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of electricity and heat that doesn't need to be doesn't need to be generated. Right, enemy in sight with low fuel to boot. Okie dokie. And Dreadnoughts is not a taxing game. It should not be thrashing my GPU that hard. And it didn't before. Very weird. And I did clear the settings, so yeah, I just don't know what it could be. Excuse me, it's very unprofessional. But look, these are my graphic settings. Should be able to handle this no problem at all. Well, it handles it, no problem. It's just, it's supposed to be like I bet you I can turn that off. What's my FPS up to? Yeah, look. Chuntering along at like 50 FPS and 100% usage. There's something going on there. Something very weird going on there. Anyway, never mind that. Might be a display driver issue on my end. It's the only other thing I can think. That's the only thing that's changed. Could be something to do with that. I'll keep fiddling and see if we can fix it. Right, where are the battleships? Up the back, including the Dreadnoughts. Be nice if we could clear out those destroyers, but let's just cut inside them. Can fire both sides. And the Z1-19 can shoo them away. Oh, they're torpedo boats. Yeah. The Z1-19 should be able to handle them fine. gaggle of cruisers as well. There's the launch from the Havoc. Centaur sinks. There we go. Secondary guns finally taking care of the torpedo boats. Right. See if we can't bypass the cruiser gaggle. Hey! A lot of damage numbers floating about. Oof! Yes, I think we've got them, lads. Russell goes down. Not really fair. Crossing their T. And these battleships are very old. Only a 9-inch gun. I reckon Krupp 1, which is respectable. It's not like they've got iron plate or anything stupid like that. But, yeah. Struggling. It's the Lark! Oh my goodness, how many episodes has she been in battles and disappearing? Amazing to finally see her. Okay, Prince of Wales pretty much sunk. Surely won't take too much more to finish her off. There we go. All those pre-dreadnoughts. Shame because the British have some really good designs. But yeah, this just must be the reserves. Yeah, we got the Lark. Got her finally. After how many episodes? I'm pretty sure she appeared in like the second episode or something. Been long on the run from the High Seas Fleet. Revenge and Dreadnought still afloat. Oof. Stormjäger lagging through a lack of fuel, but otherwise we're okay. Revenge getting smashed up. Ouch. Oh, look at all those blocked. Jesus. Do 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 do. Down goes the Edgar. Well, okay then. Yeah, battleships, in fact everything, really struggling to do much in the way of damage. Alahosta and Lothringen doing the most damage. Interesting, Lothringen really punches above our weight. But very well done from all the ships there, apart from the Z1-19, which is kind of poodled about. But otherwise, excellent. Right, back to the map, I guess. Well, I ended the turn. We've conquered Nigeria, which is very nice. And we're going to hit more stuff. But the France has successfully attacked northern Italy here, which is crazy. We don't have the tonnage for that. No, that's not happening. Right. Naval invasion. Eastern England, go. Might as well keep up with the disassembling. Now, we've got any of the SS1. Yes, Strasser Adler is actually available to get her refit going. Good. Any of the GK2s in port that we haven't got picked up yet? No. Right, I'm going to swap the Eisendrache for the Stormjäger. Basically so we can get her refitted. And then, yeah, all this building is taking a while. Yorick's will be ready in 3 months, though, which is good. I think even if I suspended something, I'd be... Oh, maybe I could, actually. Okay, I'm very briefly, then, going to suspend the SS4s, because they're a fair way... There we go. That'll reduce the times on everything. Good stuff. Right. Well, I guess I'm ending the turn again. What have the British got now? They still have 4 battleships and 2 battlecruisers, probably both Caledonias, and a few other things. But their fleet size has been really hard hit. But sucks to be them. Right, I'm going to end the turn, see what happens. Well, we might not have to take Ireland. It might become independent by itself. So I'm glad I decided to focus on... what? Okay. This is just a cursed game. So much random stuff going on. Why is the Soviet Union down here, of all places? Warm water port indeed. Anyway, yeah, we're pushing up towards Sudan, which is good. Moving up this way as well. Pretty much all of Britain's territory in East Africa is gone, apart from Sierra Leone and Gambia. This is progressing well. That's okay. But yes, we're doing okay. Spain could potentially cause a bit of a problem, but I think Britain, once we take Eastern England, we can't really navally invade anywhere else in the British Isles, but we are going to have to keep their fleet bottled up. So I'm going to try and get them blockaded. That's very bad if you're Britain and you're blockaded. Obviously, our land pushes are probably not going to succeed. So we could try and go for a blockade, or we could leave some force here to keep an eye on them, and then move against the Spanish, because the Spanish do have territories that we are interested in. They've got Western Sahara, Santa Cruz, and Mallorca, all of which should be relatively easy to take. I think taking anything on mainland Spain is going to be, yeah, pretty much impossible. But we could take that. They don't have their extended empire, because we did the 1900 start, and they've lost everything in the Spanish-American War before the game starts. We do have a convoy up here, another Neutron Menia, again, basically the same battle. These are refitted GK2s though, which is interesting. And we have a battle here, which is another refitted GK2 against a Caledonia class. That could that be a player design? Maybe, but probably not, because it uses the N with the twiddly bit, the tilde. But I'm eager to see a GK2 in action. A refitted one, I mean. Keen to see if we have improved our abilities, although that is possibly not the scariest ship to fight against. Old-fashioned armoured cruiser. We have a lot more firepower than they do, because those guns are, yeah, only 7.5. Ooh, that's a nice hit though. It's a little bit of a lucky hit this early. Another very lucky hit, taking out their torpedo. Basically means we can close in if we want to. Still prefer to ID them before we do that. There we go. We've got 7.5-inch 42s. It's 5-inch 39s. Light increased ballast light pickrick. No, that's an AI. I don't think a player would ever choose that setup. Oh look, we've got a game over. 2000% chance to hit. Bonus. Yeah, you can't survive that. You're just gonna get smashed to bits. Although it could ricochet everything. Switch to HE. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Seems okay to me. Right, I'm going to end the battle, but I'm also going to end the episode here because I'm quite tired and hungry. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.